welcome. This is Kevin, also known as AWOL, and today we're going to work on this. This is pattern 400 on friendshipbracelets.net. So let me just copy that, bring it over here, and just move it off to the side. Yeah, let's line it up like that. All right, and we're gonna put it on a new layer in case we need to move it around at all. So we're gonna try to double this as easily as possible. It's only two colors, but obviously there's more red than there is blue. The weird thing is when I zoomed it out to make it bigger, I lost all of these other little lines. So yeah, I don't know why that is. It just makes it disappear. I guess we can do it in red and blue. That's not a big deal. We can't quite end it on this line though, can we? Well, we could make this blue be right here, so it'll turn it into a diamond instead, I guess. Let's get our paint tool. Come over here. So that's this coming up, and another one coming up. So technically, like, all you can really see, you don't get these ones on the very edge. So these two are going across this way. These two are going across this way. Here is our one blue. Right, let me just double check over here. So we came up this way, all the way across, all the way across. Comes back in. And this little blue here is going to end up being this out here. Let's give ourselves a blue already. That looks good. So there's one there. There's going to be one out here. It kind of indicated that that was a possibility in this. Like if you double it, that's what's going to happen. So there's our two rows out here. So this one and this one is here. 1, 2, 3, right? And that's gonna give us this over on this side. And this over on this side. So these are the two little diamond things that are happening with the red. These blues come in, they cross over, and then they're going to be on the other side of this. And somehow all of these out here end up being the red. All right, so this area is the normal pattern. Those two knots right there are kind of like extra stuff. And we're almost back up to the top. Let's see. This is where the red comes over for 2 rows. Like that. So that's the blue there. And the blue there. The red just really so dominates this whole thing. I kind of think that's our other one. Yes, this is more complicated than it feels like it ought to be. This came up to a point. It's there. Then where this comes across is here. And then where this comes out is this. Alright. Oh wait, and this is, so that's blue this way. These are the reds. Make up the little arrow thing. And that's the red that goes there. So we're doubling this, by the way. But we're gonna double it by working out one side and then flipping it over, because that will just be a whole lot easier. Let's start with this red here. We know that this string is just kind of doing this. And out. And this blue one coming through here. Like that. So there's our two blues. Actually, we really want to make this easier. We can just follow the blue. There's only 2 strands of it versus 4 strands of the red. If we do that, we can fill up everything else in red. See, it's gonna look a little funny in the middle because you get that whole extra row that you don't have on the edge. That's gonna make this a little bit different. Yeah, we're gonna try to do this as easy as possible. If you were trying to double this pattern and you didn't want to do too much work, and you wanted it symmetrical, this is it. All right, so we have all the blue in. We can do this. This is select by color. We can now select the template's color. Then we go over to the paint tool, we grab the red, and we fill the whole selection with red. Right? Now, get the select tool, and we're just gonna select this top quarter of it. Copy, paste, flip tool, and flip it to the other side. And that saves us all the time of having to color in everything over on this side here. But we're not done yet. Let's get rid of our example thing, get our select tool, and copy the whole top half. Copy, paste, flip tool again, and flip it over. We need the select tool to use the anchoring. So there it is. It's going to come down to how interesting this is going to be based on what 2 colors we use and how we get the contrast for them. It could look interesting with a variegated, but where it comes together, like these areas here towards the middle where the blue is, right, will be subject to if the colors kind of come together properly. I think what really is going to come down to is just finding 2 fun contrasting colors and going with that. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm kind of looking forward to making this. Thank you for hanging out with me. This has been a fun one. I tried to make it as easy as possible. It is for a 6-string pattern. It was kind of complicated, so it made it a little bit harder. But yeah, I think it'll be fun to make. So thank thank you again for hanging out with me. Thank you to my Patreon supporters and my YouTube members for making this stuff possible. Honestly, I couldn't do it without them. It really comes down to, you know, needing a bunch of money to pay for the string to actually make all this stuff happen. So thank you guys very, very much. Really, I enjoy what I do. Hopefully you enjoy it as well. Hopefully you find so much value that you want to become a member as well. So that would be awesome. So thanks, guys. And as always, don't get your strings in a bunch.